Okay, so here's the game. The way this works is you take about 50 cards. Each color means something different. We'll go into that. But you take about 50 cards, you do a 5 by 10. Um, we'll go into what the colors mean currently. They're also on the document, but here we go. Um, Black are monsters. The blue, the not blue, the purple with the art on it, they're bosses. These are free spaces. This is gold, so chips in our case, and these are hazard zones, so you move back one space. Immediately give you one gold, uh, extra turn. This is a boss event, so you fight a boss, we'll get into that. And these are monsters, you fight monsters, we'll get into that. The way that this works is we're over here now. You pretty much have your chips and also your players. You have two die, right? You have your D6 and your D12. The D6 is for the rows. The D12 is for the columns. I might have that backwards, but this D12, this one for the rows. You always start from here going over if you're doing the column or row, and then down for the other. We're treating this like a globe. So, for example, if you have a duck that you have pieces here and you roll like a 6, you would do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where you land at. When you land on a card, what you do, this is a event. But yeah, what you do is you flip it. Once you flip it, that tile's just been revealed. These are my magic cards, so we can just, they're placeholders. We can ignore what they actually flip to. Okay, so to start the game, 2 players. What we'll do, take 2 die, roll them. So we have a 6 and we have a 3. I'm gonna choose the duck. What we do, we go down 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're here, we go over 3. 1, 2, 3. Hazard zone. Hazard zones, we go back 1. We go back 1. We're fighting a monster. So what happens is, we'll just do that. We'll flip this over. Boom. This event was triggered. What we do is we roll a d6, if I remember correctly. We roll a d6. Anything higher than a 4 beats the monster. Anything less than a 4, you lose. So we roll. I don't want it to fall off. Oh God. All right, do that. Roll again. We got a 6. We beat the monster. Beat the monster. This is a duck, so what we do, duck gets 1 chip. Beat the monster. Cool. We stay. Repeat the process for the second player. Do this. Roll. We have a 5 and a 4. We take this. We go down 5. So 1, 2, 3. Well, we start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should take us back here. Which maybe we should count the actual tile we go through. So actually, it'd probably be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boss fight, surprisingly. So do that. Flip this over. Remember, as I stated before, the flipping of the card doesn't matter. Like the art, wherever the card is, doesn't matter. We do that. Go back over here. To win the boss fight, you have to, if I remember correctly, again, just doing this from scratch. Boss has 3, you have 3. You have to roll a d20. So we'll take our d20. It's right here. You have to get higher than a 10 to beat the boss. If you lose, I guess in this scenario, it wouldn't really matter because you don't have any coins to take for. But we'll roll. We have a 6. We lose the first one, so we go down to a 2. 2, damn. Okay. Excuse my language. We go down to a 1. 18. Boss goes down to a 2. 17. Boss goes down to a 1. Neck and neck. 16. Boss loses. Okay, cool. You win. For beating a boss, you get 2 coins. Well, 2 chips. So currently the Penguins in the lead. Then what we do, you repeat that game loop, you keep going. So yeah, you repeat the game loop, you keep going, set amount of turns. Now I'm just gonna go through different scenarios of what could happen. For example, let's say you roll let's say it's the Penguins turning in, and they roll they go down 2, they go over like 5. So go down 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're here, right? Cool. They would eventually get here, but if you pass another player, you have the players whoever turn it is has the choice to initiate a battle to try to steal the other player's coins. So, for example, the Penguins passing the Duck, so the Penguins say, okay, player 1 can say to player 2, or player 2 can say to player 1, hey, I want to battle you. They both have 3 lives, so again, do the same thing. They both have 3 lives, and they roll a d20. Person with the highest value wins that round. They keep doing it until one is dead. So, example, roll. Player 1 has a 16, so I'll say that's the Duck. Player 2 has a 20, so player 1 goes down to 2. Player 2's 1, and then you keep doing that until one of them dies. What happens when they die? For example, let's say the Duck wins. The Duck can then take 1 coin from the Penguin. Boom. Now the Duck is in the lead. So that's one way you get the lead. I guess it's still kind of pretty random, depending on wherever you roll or transverse to. But yes. Another thing. I think I went over all the tiles of what goes on. They said if you land on, I think I actually landed on the house spot right here. Land on this, you go here. The orange ones, so for example, if Duck again, we go on the orange one. What happens is you lose your next turn. So pretty much wraps back around to the Penguin. So basically, the Duck now gets 2 turns. You lose your next turn, so this guy goes 2 times. These tiles, they give the player an extra turn. So you lose your turn over here, extra turn here. The way this game works currently is you just set amount of turns you want to play through. So, for example, 30 turns, okay? And then at the end, whoever has the most coins win. Yeah, I think that's how the game works currently. I'm thinking if I have anything else to talk about. I think it's pretty simple. You have the generation, you have like the generative aspect of it, and that's just to shuffle the cards, put them in, like I said, 5 by 10. Each card color or art has a meaning to it for an event. And like I said, you set a goal for how many turns you're gonna play. So 20 turns. To that, whoever, like I said again, whoever has the most chips win.